Honey, I can't do it with you in front of me. I can't. Can you lay down? Huh? Can you lay down? Hi, readers. It's Lori. Welcome back to my channel, Books, Ink, and Paper. Welcome to the chaotic day that is today when I am going to show you my pile of possibilities for May. I started to film this when he got like wanting to cuddle. My neighbors started mowing their lawn. I've just been it's been a chaotic couple of days, to be quite honest. But let's talk about what I think I'm going to read in the month of May. All right, so the first category is flowers. I have not read any of the ones yet that I said was on my pile of possibilities for spring. It is still spring, but you know, things are going to shift very soon, so I don't want to get too far behind this. So I have Welcome to Jubilee by Rachel Hanna that I pulled off my TBR cart. And this one is about a woman who's divorced and she is seeking a kind of a new idea to write because she's an author, and she goes to an Airbnb in Jubilee, North Carolina, and there I guess she reclaims her ability to write and to feel better again about her life, hopefully, or she meets somebody and falls in love. I don't know, maybe. Also, The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton. It's been on my shelf for way too long. It is a chunker. However, it's a smaller size. It's the same size as this one. So if this were a hardback, it's probably only 400 and some pages, but it's almost 700 pages in this size. I may listen to this or read it on Kindle rather than on this in this edition, because while I love this edition, I also don't want to mess it up. So there's that. Then I also have The Magnolia Sisters by Michelle Major, which is book 1 in her Magnolia Sisters series. And I would, consider that a possible Kindle read for me this month, especially sort of a palate cleanser between some of the heavier books that I might be reading. This one is about a woman who inherits some money and arrives back in Magnolia, North Carolina. So I think, are these both set in North Carolina? No, this is Georgia. I'm so sorry. Apologies to Georgia. I just thought to myself, they can't both be set in North Carolina. I mean, they can, but would it be likely? No. Okay, so she goes to grab her inheritance and leave this quirky town, she says immediately. She has a dad who's doing some weird things and some sisters that she has never met, half sisters that she's never met, and she's just kind of walking into a weird situation. I have that on my Kindle. I think it was on sale, and so my possibilities for flowers. Oh, and this one I guess is sort of a possibility for flowers in the sense that it has a tree on it, but this is the nonfiction pick that you chose for me, and I need to finish it by the end of June. However, I don't want to, leave it too long, and I'm interested in starting it. So I may start it and just read it really, really slowly and kind of pace myself. All right. Meanwhile, my murder titles. Okay. This one may not be a murder, but it's weird. It's weird. So, Kristen Hanna's Magic Hour. I'm going to hopefully buddy read with Michelle at Michelle Lynn Reads. Go check out her channel here on YouTube. Michelle and I were supposed to read this in April, and we both were sort of swamped, and we still might be in May, but we're going to attempt to do a buddy read. And I actually am going to reach out to her too and see if we pace it out just 1 or 2 chapters at a time. While that is a slow buddy read, it might be better for both of us. So we're going to talk about that. But this is a book about a woman or a child who arrives out of this dense forest in the Pacific Northwest, out of nowhere, with no explanation about how she arrived or what happened to her. And so a psychiatrist, Dr. Julia Coates, I think, Cates, is calling her Alice, and she's trying to discover the truth about Alice's life and maybe help her release some of the things that she is experiencing as a result of whatever happened to her. So that sounds pretty mysterious. So let's say these are mysteries or murders. And then this one I started in April and I did not get far in, you can see, and I did not make it to the book club because I didn't want any spoilers for the rest of this book. And I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just haven't been able to get to it with the books that I also read in the month of April. So there's that. I can't even hardly remember what month it is. My life has been so chaotic. I'm hoping things calm down a little bit in the next week. maybe. And then Claire Macintosh has been on my mind and in my brain. I picked this one for book of the month. These two, I think I'm going to be hauling in another video too, so stay tuned. My friend Barbara, who is a dear woman that I worked with for a while and I still stay connected with, told me one day that she signed up for Book of the Month and I got a referral credit as a result because she used my link. So thank you again, Barbara. That was so sweet. She's thinking about starting a YouTube channel and I really hope she does. And then I'll tell you about it when she does because I think she will. She's pretty consistent when she says she's going to do something and she's very successful. Nevertheless, Claire Macintosh, The Last Party. The reason I want to get to this one sooner than later is that this is the first in a series of books that is the DC Morgan series. I don't think you have to read them in order, but I do want to get the second one, which is a new release for April, right? I just talked about it. And it's very exciting. So it's about a guy who lives in this, I guess, pretty fancy house, and he invites this whole community where he lives to his house for a New Year's Eve party, and something tragic happens. So it's the party to end all parties, but not everyone is here to celebrate. So there's a bit of a murder that needs to be investigated. And so that's my murder phase of this TBR. So flowers, murder, astronauts. I know. Flowers, mysteries, and astronauts. Oh my. I just really want to finish this. I haven't started it, but I mean, like, it just is. It was on my pile of bigger books. You remember I did a video not long ago about the short game and the long game. This is one of the long gamers, and it is not really going to take that long, I hear, because it's so compelling. And I would agree that that was true for me with The Martian. So I have no doubt that that's going to be true for me for Hail Mary as well. And it's also adapted into a movie soon. Well, no, not soon. I mean, I don't think it comes out till 2026, but it's an adaptation potentially, and it's a book of the month, which I'm trying to get through that backlist as well. And this one is a backlist read, as is The Forgotten Garden. Those are the only two backlist reads on my TBR this month, so I really need to think about that because the other ones I've just purchased. But anyway, yeah, I really want to get to this. And a lot of my family members have read it and loved it. And some friends have read it and loved it. And they keep asking me if I've read it and I haven't. So it's time to prioritize. And I have this on Kindle. So I have this and the Magnolia Sisters on Kindle. And I can access the Bennetts on Kindle as well because my library has it. I'll have a combination of, ways in which I sort these out. So that is 8 books plus my 3 in the BookTube prize. Is that likely that I'm going to read 11 books in the month of May? No, it's not. But again, this is a pile of possibilities. So that's where I'm at with this. And probably the possibilities are that I could pick up a whole different book and then come back to you and say, I picked up a whole different book, but either way, it doesn't matter because it'll make me happy. And these are the things that are kind of calling to me right now. So we shall see how that goes. I could end up with one of those because they've been sort of an ad hoc pile of possibilities on my mantle for a while, but we'll see. It'll all be fine. No matter what happens, it'll all be fine. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for your comments and your support. I'd love to hear what you're planning on as a possibility for May, if you'd like to share that. And as always, happy reading. Bye. Why are my eyes so swollen today? I have swollen eyes today. I don't know. It's the allergies. That's what it is. It's the allergies. Okay.